Southern flavor. Hello, YouTube world. Sorry, a little out of breath. Did my push-ups for the morning. I think everybody should have a pretty good routine in the morning. My body can't even ask questions. It has to do it. So when you get a routine, I think that's real key. But I just want to go over a few things that I got this. I actually got this like a week ago, last weekend, but it's so big. There's so much stuff to it that I want to do in a separate video. But I love doing the garage sales, yard sales. But of course, one of the best things to get is a moving sale. People that have been hoarding just like we do, and they've gotten to the point where their wife or whoever says, we're not moving all that stuff, get rid of some of it, you know. And I don't know what it is. The 78 records just find me. I swear, I put out a beacon and they find me. But this guy had received a inheritance from his dad of all these 78's and records, and he had them sitting there. I just saw him. I went on, didn't even look. But like, this was even a wrapped one. I don't know what it is, but most of them are the 78's. You know, what's great about these is they're in here, so they've been kept in good place, so they're not scratched up real bad. They look great. There was about 40 of them. And then he has all these. They're just random Don Ho and stuff. Some people I've never heard of, but sometimes obscure ones are really good to sell. And then he has, I think there's 23 of these. There's 3 in each one. And this one's current favorites. Songs of Faith and Inspiration. Concert favorites. Marches of All Nations. I mean, really interesting stuff from back in the 60s. Who knows what it's worth. And then this carrying case I thought was really neat. This record carrying case. I've never seen one, honestly. And you go like that, and it's got all these records in here. And it's another couple. Actually, these are really cool. 50 greatest hits. 50 years. Sorry, I accidentally pushed my remote button. Other resellers, if you don't have that, this is nice. You can buy my tripod was 15 or 20 bucks off Amazon, and it comes with a remote that Bluetooths to your Apple or Samsung. So I recommend it. And it's 50 American Greatest Music Hits, and it's another one just like it. And then there's another 20 LPs in here. And he told me, he goes, you can have all those for just $5. So I had to get them. So then I'm like, okay, well, what else do you have so I can give you some money, kind of deal. Well, I didn't see this till the end, but he goes, I go, how much for this? Because I love this. And it's broken down here in the corner, but I just want the picture. I can reframe it. He said 50 cents. I'm like, 50 cents. I go, well, how about for this, like, old army canteen with, I mean, it looks like it's Korea or Vietnam. I haven't looked it up. They said they found it in the antique mall. And he said 50 cents. Something else. Oh, I forget what it is. And this too, 50 cents. And I was like, well, what is it? It's a soccer ball from Missouri State, back when they called it SMS, 1998. Because they weren't a university, state university before. I don't know how that works, whatever. And it's signed by every member of the girls' soccer team that year, which I thought was really cool. So in this area, I'm sure I could sell it for quite a bit of money. I think I actually might know someone on that team. Anyway, that's the first year I moved down here, ironically. But he said 50 cents. So he's just trying to get rid of it. And I'm like, okay, man, I gotta have something. So I'm gonna take you over here because I can't bring this. But I was like, I gotta give you some money. I feel awful that, this doesn't seem like, you're getting your money's worth. Well, he had this hanging from his ceiling. And it's Dale Earnhardt Jr., and it's like this hard metal stuff, but the Budweiser alone. But it sets up above like a pool table, and underneath, it's a lamp, it's a light. And he said he gave me a piece for it because it's not wired in, but he has the stuff for it. I just hasn't wired it in, so I'm just gonna YouTube it and look it up. And he had this sign, Budweiser Boulevard, old metal sign. I've never seen nothing like that. And I go, he goes, how about 20 bucks for it? Of course, I was like, yeah. And $5 for the sign. And I know that sign alone will get 30 bucks guaranteed in my antique mall. And it'll be good to sit in my antique mall because it's one of those grabbers, People will walk into my booth before others because they see that Budweiser Boulevard sign. It's kind of neat. It's red, it stands out. But I guarantee you, I could probably put that on Marketplace, the Earnhardt Jr., and I bet I can sell that. I bet I could sell that tomorrow for $200 without even fixing anything. If I fixed it all up and had it ready to go, I bet that's $500. Anyway, those are some of the things I got from that one garage sale. So I spent $31 and got, I think it was 140 more LPs, a few odds and ends, and that Budweiser sign and the Budweiser NASCAR car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So all in all, that was a good one. And it was a day where I had yard sale treasure maps. I went to the one because I knew it was at that one. And I went past like 6 or 7 garage sales and thinking, I don't want to go past them, but just in case. And I went to that one that I was destined on going to because it had some really cool antique shelves I was going to put in my antique mall that like fit in corners. They're really neat. And of course, he'd already sold them, and I talked to him for a minute. And when I went back, first one, and it was on a dead end. And I remember thinking, and it was rainy, so there was not a lot of people out. I had an advantage because I think it was like 10 o'clock. And I was like, since it's a dead end, I bet there's not a lot of people that went down there. And so I went down there, and he was ready to get rid of it all. So I got lucky on that one. But grind on, friends. Bye. Bye from Bluegrass Pickers. Stay tuned.